Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I decorated this donut theme desserts. First of all, I'm starting off with this mini little mold. I didn't know what I was going to do with that at the time, but I did know I wanted to use it. So this chocolate is a little bit of milk and the rest of white chocolate. It's such a great combination. I've never personally tried it. I just wanted it because of the color of it. I wanted to keep it light. As you can tell, most of my desserts are going to be very pastel colors, even though I use these paper straws that are hot pink, but I feel like they made it pop. I just love the way it came out. My friend actually let me know 2 days before her event, which I thought was ridiculous, but I was like, whatever. I've been trying to do some donut theme because I've seen beautiful pictures, beautiful setups of donut themed parties. But as far as desserts, when I was looking for it, yeah, there were a lot of cake pops decorated how I did them. But like for Rice Krispies, Oreos, all that, there wasn't much to choose from. So when you are in the same spot as I am, I suggest to get inspired with cake toppers. There's a lot of design for cake toppers, and that's what I personally do when I can't find. Like for Lilo and Stitch, there wasn't much decorations on it, so the same thing, I got inspired of a cake topper. So for these, a lot of people were messaging me on my Instagram. They were like, can you give us a recipe for the mini donuts? I was like, they're not mini donuts. They are cake pops. So yes, they do break a little when adding the stick, especially because it's a little bit uneven where the hole is. But the way I do my cake pops, they're very tight, if you can say so. So no matter how much I hit it, they don't fall off of it. And that I learned through courses, taking courses. Like I did mention, I will be doing a course, very affordable. I've paid hundreds of dollars on courses, and I'm going to keep mine very fairly affordable. People who are taking this business serious, I want to share all my tips and tricks where you can buy in bulk and all that. So if you're someone who wants to take their job a little bit more serious and make this their full-time job, it will be available. I'm thinking about $35 or $40 per the whole course, but now I want to add more desserts. I show you 6 different types of desserts, how to dip them, all the tips and tricks, and editing pictures and all that, because sometimes we can have a really great dessert, but if you don't know how to take your pictures are dark, people are just going to scroll through. So keep posted for that. I'm hoping for the first week of May. It is not available yet. Very soon it'll be English and Spanish. So for my dip, for my Rice Krispie, I did add the same stick, but half of them only, because if we do all the same design, they will look tacky. That's something that I think I tried to explain in my last video. Not everything has to have drizzle, not everything has to have sprinkles, not all the desserts like this one has to have like a drip donut glaze look, because it will make it look tacky after everything being the same decoration. So that's why we have to have a variety of colors, textures, and all that. Sometimes we can create textures by sprinkles, drizzling. It just, everything plays a role in the end. Yes, it's beautiful, but once you put your whole table together, it will look very tacky. So for these little mini donuts, I did decide to do that glaze effect on top. It was super simple, easy to do. And then I just added these little sprinkles. They are the non-pareils, little rainbow ones. Very cute and simple. I added these same sprinkles to all my desserts. Not all of them, right? But the ones I did add sprinkles, I decided to add these same ones. Don't start using jimmies and non-pareils at the same time. They can be different colors, but just the look of it, since one is long stick and these are little mini pearls, then they will look a little bit odd. So for the cake pop, what I did, I started on the edge of it, trying to create that drip effect, and then I went in the inner middle part of the donut just to create a little rim, so that way the chocolate wouldn't drip down. Then I started filling in the middle of the little 2 borders we did. So after you create that, hit the cake pop, bang it a little, so that way it smoothens out a bit, and there's not a harsh look to it. Then you add your sprinkles. And sorry, there's like food coloring all over my hands and everything. I did run out of my gloves very last minute, so I hate doing that, because you do get stained. And that's not a cut on my hand. That's actually, I got burned like 2 weeks ago. It's been a while and it's still there. I mean, it's dead, but it looks off. I don't want you guys to think it's like an actual cut or anything. I will link everything down below, so you guys can find where I got the sticks, what chocolate I use. Like I do mention all the time, I do use Merckins chocolate. Is the one I found to be the best. Don't use that candy melt. A lot of people tell me, why don't my desserts look like yours? And then they tell me they use candy melt. It's like, we can't expect good quality looking desserts if we don't use good quality stuff as well, you know. Same with food coloring. I used to use AmeriColor and Chef Master, but some of those colors will seize up. They will make my chocolate harder. And after I purchased Color Mill, I've tried all the colors by now, and none of them did that to my chocolate. So that's why I tell you guys, invest. Like, it's the best thing you're gonna do for yourself, you know. So for these right here, you're probably wondering, what are you doing? I'm doing little sprinkles to add to my Rice Krispies. I wanted Jimmy looking sprinkles, but like I said, the colors were a little bit different than the non-pareils, and it was just gonna look tacky, and I didn't want hot pink or bright, you know, colors to be the theme of it. So I just did these. Just let them dry. They will dry there. So for these, I did create like a little drip effect as well, but I didn't use the same colors that I use for the CAKEPOPS, as it, like I said, it will look tacky if all your desserts have the same color. So in order to make it that pop, and I felt like this actually made it cute, just using white glaze, or in this case glaze, but it's the chocolate, and using the little light color of brown to create that chocolate drip effect. And I feel like they really did stand out. Like I said, I was very, very happy with the results of these as well. Just, you know, hit it a little bit so that way it drips a little bit more naturally. It flows best as well. And for this, I didn't add sprinkles on the actual drip. I left it just as how it is, and then I just glued on the little sprinkles we did, and this is how it turned out. So like I said, I didn't know what I was going to do with those mini donuts, but I wanted to place them in the corner of these, or I don't know, make it like a donut wall. Like in the beginning, I felt like I wanted to do donut walls on these, but the donuts were actually too big. So I just ended up adding a ribbon. I actually wanted purple to be in the desserts, but the purple, since it's like a kind of like a darker color, if you can say so, it can kind of, I don't know, not ruin your decoration, but not be as bright and pop or pleasing to the eye. So I decided to add it on the bows, and I feel like it went great together. So yeah, and then the little donuts are actually glued on with just chocolate, so they can still be edible. You can still eat them. They weren't glued with like a hot glue gun or something like that. I know you guys are probably wondering how much I can give these. Like I said, they do all vary. But let's say adding bows, I would suggest a minimum of $6-10 to add on. You know, they are very time consuming to do. Yes, they're simple, but they're time consuming, especially when you're learning. So I suggest you guys to charge for extra. Like my starting price is just drizzles and sprinkles. Don't be scared if people don't want to pay for them. Don't lower your prices down either. You know, that's not your target audience. Your target audience, you want people who value your work, you know? So don't ever do that. That's the worst thing you can do. And people are coming to me without me having to promote myself out there now. So it takes time. It takes time to grow. But if you love what you do, be consistent. Here is my strawberries. She actually told me when she was on her way here, she lives like 20 minutes away from me, so I did these like in 10-15 minutes. Super easy to do. I loved it. I was like literally eating so many of these. And I just created that drip effect as well on there. And then these are the pretzels. The pretzels are very simple, kind of like a bubblegum color. It's so pretty. It's so pleasing to look at. Well, personally me, I was just staring at it so much. And like I said, these did have a drizzle. They were very simple sprinkles. I did use some sprinkled donuts on here. I feel like that made it pop and made it look like donuts. Those sprinkles I will actually have on my business, on my store very, very soon. So if you guys are interested, they do come in a variety color, but I chose out the pinks. Marshmallow pops, they're very, very simple. They are just sprinkled, drizzled and sprinkled, and obviously you guys saw the cake pops already. And here are the Oreos. The Oreos, I did perfect them on the edges after this picture. I was just such in a hurry to take the picture, but I did perfect them, don't worry. And yeah, I did use fondant for this, and the number 8 is actually chocolate. So yeah, I'll leave everything down below so you guys can go purchase whatever you need to recreate these, or if you need them for your business. I hope you like this video. Hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I do post a lot of my desserts there even before I post them here, so go check it out. Bye.